Today we have brought you the latest Tesla news. SEC asks to disburse $40 million to investors 4 years after Musk settlement. Tesla defends Autopilot, FSD Beta, in response to senators' significant concerns. Tesla dominates January BEV sales in the United States, with S, 3, X, and Y line up all in top 10. And Tesla increases prices of long-range versions of Model 3 and Model Y as nickel prices surge. Let's get into all the details. So let's get started. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, asked a judge for permission to disburse $40 million in funds to investors that were collected as part of a 2018 settlement with Tesla and its CEO Elon Musk. The SEC said in a filing recently that it was ready for a fair and reasonable means to distribute the funds to investors who were potentially harmed by Musk's funding-secured tweet in 2018, according to Reuters. The penalties were a $20 million fine from Musk, a $20 million fine from Tesla, and other various regulations, including monitoring Musk's tweets. Earlier this week, Musk asked a judge to formally end the terms of the settlement as he felt pressured to accept them when they were announced in September 2018. Claiming the SEC is weaponizing the terms of the agreement due to his criticism of various government agencies, especially the SEC, the request has not yet been approved or denied. "I never lied to shareholders," Musk said, according to a filing. "I entered into the consent decree for the survival of Tesla for the sake of its shareholders." Musk's request follows a letter from his lawyers in February, which accused the SEC of leaking information from a federal investigation. Alex Spiro, Musk's lawyer, also accused the SEC of withholding the payments, ignoring its court-ordered duty to remit $40 million that it continues to hold while Tesla's shareholders continue to wait. Now, the SEC is willing to disburse the funds to investors who lost money investing in Tesla shares in 1 or 1.5 days after Musk's tweet. According to the report, the $40 million payout has actually swelled to $41.2 million with interest. The SEC filed the plan to disburse the funds just 10 hours after Musk submitted his request for the court to effectively cancel the decree. Moving to the next update, Tesla defends Autopilot, FSD Beta, in response to senators' significant concerns. In a response to a letter from Democratic Senators Richard Blumenthal and Ed Markey, Tesla defended the value and safety offered by its Autopilot and FSD Beta programs to drivers. The company also noted that the systems, at least in their current iteration, still require constant monitoring and attention of the driver. Last month, Blumenthal and Markey sent a letter to Tesla and its CEO Elon Musk. The two senators stated that they have significant concerns about Tesla's Autopilot and FSD systems. Tesla Senior Director of Public Policy and Business Development, Rohan Patel, sent a response to the senators' concerns earlier this month, highlighting that Autopilot and FSD Beta enhances the capability of customers to drive safer than the average driver in the US. Patel also clarified that Autopilot and FSD Beta in their current state requires constant monitoring and attention of the driver. The senior director also noted that Tesla vehicles today are already capable of performing some, but not all of the dynamic driving tasks that can be done by humans behind the wheel. These statements reiterate what Tesla currently has on its official website. As could be seen in the company's Autopilot page, Tesla noted that its driver assist system enables vehicles to steer, accelerate, and brake automatically. Despite this, the company also highlights that Autopilot requires active driver supervision and does not make the vehicle autonomous. In a statement to Reuters, Blumenthal and Markey dismissed Tesla's response, stating that Patel's letter was just more evasion and deflection from Tesla. Despite its troubling safety track record and deadly crashes, the company seemingly wants to carry on with business as usual. The senators are yet to provide data that shows that Tesla has a troubling safety track record and deadly crashes, considering that the EV maker's vehicles are consistently ranked among the safest in the market. A good number of Tesla accidents, some of which were initially blamed on Autopilot, were eventually proven to be due to driver error as well. Tesla, however, has not issued a response to Blumenthal and Markey's comments yet. Tesla is currently in the process of rolling out its FSD Beta program, which allows vehicles to navigate city streets on their own. The program has since been expanded to about 60,000 users across the United States. Moving to the next update, Tesla dominates January BEV sales in the United States, with S, 3, X, and Y lineup all in top 10. Tesla's domination of the United States electric vehicle sector continues, as Tesla's Model Y, Model 3, and Model S claimed the top 3 spots of January's US BEV registrations, with its top 2 models combining for well over 60% of the total electric vehicle sales during 2022's first month. Around 50,380 electric vehicles made their way to customers in the United States in January, according to new data from Experian and Automotive News. The US has lagged behind other countries in terms of electric vehicle adoption, but there is still plenty of data to be encouraged about. While automakers like Ford, Nissan, Hyundai, Volkswagen, Kia, and others are adopting electric powertrains and aligning with the long-standing mission of accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy, there is still only one king of the hill in the US, and it is Tesla. The Model Y was the nation's best-selling EV in January, with 18,549 units sold. The Model 3 won a respectable silver medal, while the Model S, Tesla's flagship sedan, accumulated 3,903 sales. The Model Y accounted for 36.8% of all BEV sales in the United States, while the Model 3 made up 27%. Tesla's 2 mass-market vehicles combined for around 63.8% of the total electric vehicle sales in January, an impressive statistic considering the wide array of competitive options now available to consumers. The Model Y and Model 3 are Tesla's mass-market vehicles and were essentially the 2 cars that made EVs a household name. While many models came before them, the Model 3 was the first electric vehicle to disrupt the traditional combustion engine market. Before Tesla alleviated itself from the trenches of production hell, the Model 3 was the most ideal combination of range, performance, and affordability offered on the market. Then, Tesla released the Model Y, and CEO Elon Musk predicted it would eventually outsell the Model 3 and the rest of the vehicles on the market. The Model X did make the list, placing 9th, with 1,106 vehicles. Tesla has not completed many deliveries of its new updated version of its SUV. Delivery dates are still being adjusted somewhat regularly, but Musk admitted the Model X ramp was one of Tesla's biggest bull drops in recent history. Moving to the last update, Tesla increases prices of long-range versions of Model 3 and Model Y as nickel prices surge. Tesla has updated its pricing for the Model 3 and Model Y to raise the prices of the long-range versions by $1,000. It comes as nickel prices are surging. In 2021, Tesla made so many price increases that we have lost count. The automaker blamed the increases on being under pressure from supply chain constraints following the COVID-19 pandemic, but it is also fair to note that Tesla's gross margins went up throughout the year. Things have calmed down on that front over the last few months, with Tesla's last price increase in November. But now, Tesla is back with a new update to the Model 3 and Model Y configurators, and again there's an increase in price. The price of the Model 3 long range increased by $1,000 from $50,990 to $51,990. The price of the Model 3 long range has increased by about $4,000 over the last year, as it was selling for $48,000 in March 2021. As for the Model Y, Tesla increased the price of both the long-range and performance versions by $1,000. Model Y long range has seen its price surge by $10,000 over the last 12 months. Those new prices increases came just as the price of nickel is surging due to the crisis in Ukraine, leading to embargoes and sanctions on Russia the world's third biggest producer of nickel, a material critical to high-energy density battery cells found in some electric vehicles. We can't confirm that the two are related, but interestingly, Tesla has only increased the price of vehicles with nickel in their batteries. The automaker didn't increase the price of the base Model 3, which is equipped with an iron phosphate battery cell that doesn't require nickel. Morgan Stanley had warned that the recent 100% surge in nickel price would have roughly $1,000 effect to electric vehicles like Tesla's. The price increase was so strong that both the London Meta Exchange and the Shanghai Exchange stopped trading certain contracts related to nickel. That's it for now. So what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned at the Electric Arena for all the latest Tesla and electric vehicle news.